everybody, and welcome back to my anime react channel, GizAnime. Today we're going to be watching Platinum End, episode 16. Last episode we left off with meeting quite a few of the angels after they got together for a little group and I guess went over some things. We really don't see or hear what they talk about in this meeting other than that we're told by, I think it's Ogaro, the Angel of Destruction, that this is something they do every time half of the contestants of this tournament are knocked out. So, long-standing tradition for sure. But again, what they go over, we're not told. Alright, then so we get a little more into Susumu, the kid who shot Metropolitan Man with the red arrow, that his angel Panama is the angel of games. So obviously throwing a monkey wrench into canidates' plans are kind of what this angel lives for. So, and the fact that Susumu does point out that Kanade was going to eventually come for him to kill him because that was his whole quest, was to kill all the other contestants. And Susumu wasn't, up for that. So at the end of the episode, Susumu goes to a news reporter or a news station and holds an interview, basically going over what all the candidates are for, why this tournament is even a thing, and basically explains like part of their powers and things of that nature. Now, for some reason, he leaves out who Kanade, aka Metropolitan Man, really was. He's keeping a little bit of it to himself, but he also says the one that he wants to be God. Like, he's telling everybody, okay, this is a tournament, and I want you all to vote on who you want to be this God. So go find everybody who's in the tournament and then take a vote. But he says, I want Red, aka Mirai, to be the next God. So that's kind of interesting that Susumu feels that way and is basically like a fanboy of Mirai's. So there's that. But with that said, let's get on to this episode and see what goes on, see if anything else progresses, and I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we go. I noticed that this episode is called World's Greatest Assassin, so that seems kind of interesting. Makes me wonder if this new government system is going to try to send someone to kill them.
Good guess, but actually no.
I mean, that is a kind of interesting idea. And the fact that this kid just like went out in the open with his face revealed to everybody is kind of weird too. Like, he just doesn't care. She definitely doesn't want the job.
They don't say!
Yep. Because now that that information is out in the open, it's a free-for-all pretty much. Like, Mirai and Saki and all the others don't have to worry about just this government branch that has been formed to hunt them down. Now it's like the entire world that they got to be aware of. And I'm wondering if, again, because of the title, The World's Greatest Assassin, if maybe this assassin is sent after Susumu, because he's the obvious candidate right now. So he would be, I think, the first choice. But then what if, like, this World's Greatest Assassin is also one of the participants? Which would probably make them an even greater assassin, right? But then that would kind of make it seem like Metropolitan Man all over again. So I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
What? What the fuck?
What? So you can't use a white arrow to force them to do it, but you can use a white arrow to make them do it.
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Okay. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're sending this assassin after him. Yeah, that doesn't matter. He's so fast that it's irrelevant. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Like, this is so stupid. They have no clue what they're messing with. I don't think they can hear you, kid. They know about them, but not who they are. Other than Susumu, of course.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, so they figured out who Metropolitan Man was. I mean, I guess that wasn't a really far cry, you know, with them going to get his body and things of that nature, and him dressed up in that outfit anyway. Which makes it even weirder why Susumu didn't even want to say who he was in the first place. Oh, so now they're putting two and two together. With like the, well, who was it? A comedian that got killed by Metropolitan Man, I think? Well, this is going to cause all kinds of mayhem too. Because now everybody's going to assume everybody's a candidate. I guess this makes sense too, because he was Metropolitan Man's like canidates only friend, really. So the fact that they're watching him should be an obvious given, right? Yeah, they're not sticking around though. They're not here for the long haul, bro. Relying on them to take over the position of nukes is kind of stupid, short-sighted. He still sees the red arrow in her, but she's still talking from the heart. Like, she wants things to stay the way they are. Yeah, that's not going to work either, because eventually people are going to come for you. They'll find you some way.
True.
I think if Mikado was still alive when Susumu announced all this crap to everybody, Mikado would have went ape shit. He probably would have jetted out there where that meeting was and punched Susumu in the face. Okay, so I guess he didn't go back to school. Wow, she's got a pretty big scar on her face. I guess that's never going away. That kind of sucks. Yeah, everybody just assuming. As you say, you suddenly become a little popular and now everybody thinks you're a candidate. Well, don't you be making demands of me like that. I'll punch you in the face. How does he know he's a candidate already?
Last chance, who are you and what do you know?
He knows it's there but can't see it. That's funny how they show it like that, though. Out of there? Is he gonna leave? What's going on? Saki shot her with a red arrow. Are they partners? Like partners? I think so. Yeah, they're probably married or something. In the opening, these two have wings. I don't know if y'all caught that. This guy and the girl. So, do they become allies with these two? Because the guy said he didn't want to capture them. More importantly, though, how do they know that they're candidates?
That is an excellent question.
Like, how do they put that together? Because they've done nothing that I'm aware of to really prove that they're candidates. No kidding, how did you? Exactly, they could have been gone long ago. Like, the absurd amount of speed that they have. So, she figured it out. But again, how? Yeah, this is something that they've got to keep in the forefront of their mind too. Not just Japan now that's looking for them. Like, since Susumu had that interview, the U.S. is definitely looking for them. Then you've got like China, Russia, Canada, like all the governments. Maybe when the title says the world's greatest assassin, they were talking about an individual. They were talking about the candidates, because I guess that would be obvious. You know, they are the world's greatest assassins. Their speed, their agility, the weapons they have. Oh my gosh, this dude again. This character is so unbearable, it's ridiculous. We don't need your security cameras, bro. Wow, the house comes with a cat.
Nice.
I'm in. She's like infatuated. She kind of shouldn't go, because she might, under her red arrow, give them away somehow, because she probably has like this really stoic work, like religious persona about her, especially when she's with him. So if she goes and that doesn't look right, they may know something's up. But then again, I don't know if like her going would be typical and her not going wouldn't be. So then that would arouse suspicion. Could they even capture them if they tried though? Because like with Susumu, he caught on like that when they shot those contraptions at him to try to catch him. Even without looking in the direction they were at. Which again makes me wonder if they're working with them. That, because like I said in the opening, they have the wings. Is Saki and Mirai end up giving them like wings and like red arrows to help them later. I just wanted to do a little announcement that I am going to be doing a figure giveaway at 500 subscribers for a Super Masters Diorama 2 Trunks and Vegeta figure.
It's over 9,000! You enjoy it.
As a show of appreciation for the support that everybody's been giving me, all the comments everybody's been leaving, all the love from the anime community that I've been shown. I'm hoping to continue with what I'm doing and just to get better as I go to make the experience more enjoyable for everybody so that I can earn that sub from you. And like I said, at 500 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway for this figure. It is unopened, as you can see. So if you want to win that, then subscribe and just make sure that you're over 18 years of age and you live within the US. Because I don't know if I could afford the shipping outside. Like I said though, with that said, I appreciate all the support I've been given. Thank you very much. I will see you all next time. And again, weren't they wearing the mask? Other than, I guess, Mirai, because his face is only partially covered. But Saki's is fully covered.
Wrong.
So I don't know how that they would figure out who it was. I'll have to go back and watch that episode and see if her mask broke at any point. I wonder if this affects him at all. Like seeing her so in love with Saki now, other than him. I doubt he's like the type to get jealous though. He probably understands the intricacies a lot better than most people would. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the reaction so far, I would appreciate it if you could hit that sub button down below, leave a comment in the comment section, hit that like, and check out my unboxing video that I'm going to have up later of this Saber figurine, this Giyu figurine, and this Kumiko figurine, which is kind of not worth buying, and I'll show you why in the video. It can kill an unlimited amount of people, but he can only do one person at a time, so it still has limits. Wow. So this guy really does care about them. That's really interesting. That's what I thought. And then Mirai's gonna give Dude wings. No. I don't think it was that stupid though, because he said they can't say that yet. So maybe there's more to them than they're aware of. Maybe there's more going on than we know, which is kind of interesting. How did they even manage to capture her unless she wanted to get captured? Right, this guy's an idiot. I was wondering how they would capture him. So, they sent Mirai there to get him. Oh, he's not a candidate. He's just making himself out to be one. Did they kill all of their family? That would be kind of horrific. Yo, Mirai looks really imposing like that. Like, that look on him is kind of terrifying. Alright, everybody, and that was the episode, and it was a kind of interesting episode. I'm not really, again, sure how Yumiki managed to figure out that Saki and Mirai were god candidates, but she did, I guess. She went over the footage of the fight. Somehow it got uploaded somewhere, and they were able to find it and basically go over it and figure out through facial recognition and things of that nature who they were. Again, I know that Mirai shows part of his face throughout the fight because half of it is, uncovered. And, during the fight he might have moved in a way to where it was revealed even more. But Saki, to me, is a weird one. I'll, again, have to go over the episode to figure out a little more on that, but I'll go over that probably next episode. So we're introduced to these two characters, Yumiki and Hoshi, who are police officers or detectives, probably some high-ranking official within the government system, because I'm not even sure if they're actual police officers, who have been tasked with capturing the god candidates. Now they've managed to capture one girl, that 23-year-old girl, who, again, I'm not sure how they did it. They have her all Hannibal Lectered up with a straitjacket and a mask and all kinds of crap. And I feel like there might be a little more to that girl's character because, again, I don't see how she got captured at all. Because they're just so fast. Unless she doesn't have wings, which I think wings are the basic thing you get. The lowest rung of the ladder of these candidates gets wings, and then it goes up from there. So the fact that she got caught seems really strange. Okay, so we've got the other candidate that is with Yuzeli, the Angel of Truth. Yuri, I think is her name. Yuzeli is her angel. I thought it was the other one, the Angel of Destruction. That was her angel, but I guess not. I got that confused. But she basically says, hey, look, I'd rather him be God too, speaking about Mirai, because I just want to live a carefree life here on Earth. And if he becomes God, things might look good for me too, because he seems like a caring person. And we learn that the government officials want to try to use the god candidates to weapons, which is not how that works. As a matter of fact, I find it kind of interesting that the current god hasn't intervened to the point where, that if these guys get captured, that he helps free them, because that seems, I'm not sure, it seems kind of counterproductive for the whole system to really work too well for them to get caught like that, unless this is part of the test or the tournament. Is to see how they get out of situations like this, how they handle them, how they handle meetings with other people, shows what kind of character they have, when they're thrown into different various situations. Alright, so now with all these candidates being hunted down, Hoshi decides that it's best for Mirai and Saki to basically assist them to find the other candidates before this police force does, and locks them up in Gitmo or whatever, puts them on Alcatraz and reopens that just for these guys. And he sends Mirai out. Mirai encounters one of them, but it's not actually a candidate. It's just someone professing that they are, but it's not. And then he goes after another one who says they think is a candidate who is like a younger teenage kid. And Mirai confronts him, and that's where the episode ends. But I want to really emphasize the look on Mirai's face is like the look I kind of want on his face all the time. Like this no holds bars, take no shit from anyone kind of face that, he's really like putting his feet down, digging deep into the dirt, and just standing his ground. Because personally, Mirai is an emotional train wreck. Hoshi mentions that the government wants to use them as weapons, and he damn near has a panic attack and faints. And it's really off-putting, in my opinion, for a character to act the way that this guy acts all the time. I know that his character is supposed to show remorse and regret and love and things of that nature, but I'm kind of over it. And I want a little more growth in his character, because we had that episode a few episodes back where he basically was confronted with a thought, I guess, in his head, or a nightmare, that if it came down to it, would he kill Metropolitan Man if Metropolitan Man was about to kill Saki and he couldn't do it. And I'm like, dang, dude, your morals are probably way too high. But with that said, let me know what you all thought of this episode. Again, check out my video that I'm going to have up at some point of my unboxing of these figurines, and also of the one of this Amelia bust down here that is doubled with a really gigantic looking Kaido figure that any One Piece fan should definitely have in their collection if they collect figures. And I will see you all next time.